getting into next week's sleepers and busts.
Okay.
I'll start with sleepers. Started with Cortland Sutton, the Broncos wide receiver, versus the Chicago Bears. He's been a sneaky flex or wide receiver too. Even depends on your situation, because we play in like an 8-man league, so we can't really say too much. Like, we just do it for fun this year.
Yeah, this year wasn't as official as we usually are.
But like, if you're playing in a big league, you probably still could have him, because a lot of people aren't really noticing him. He did have 20 this week almost. He had 19.1.
I mean, I've seen him in a lot of leagues as a waiver guy. To be honest. Even in bigger leagues, I mean, he wasn't really putting up points. No,
he wasn't.
I mean, even with Jared Judy out.
Which is
week 1. That's when a lot of people sent him. He didn't play good, and he got cut.
No, he had 13.2 week 1, and then last week again he lost by 50 points this week. Keep in mind, he still had 19.1. Okay. So I think he'll do okay.
I mean, they didn't. Offensively, they weren't horrible. It was just their defense couldn't do anything.
Russ looks so bad. It's just I think Cortland Sutton is just going to be able to
it was honestly embarrassing to watch.
Yeah.
Sean Payton keep Russell Wilson in until the last second, which I thought was weird. I mean, they also scored on a punt return.
Yeah.
In garbage time. So I mean,
I had Jerome Ford, the Browns running back, versus the Ravens. In case it's not obvious, I'm sure it's already seems obvious to you guys, but Ravens' run defense is not the best, and this is a high-scoring rivalry game. Yeah. I'm sure Jerome Ford is trying to get his name out there. This would be a perfect game for him to do it, so I feel like that one's obvious. Start him, and then not so obvious, 90% chance on your waiver wire. If you're missing a receiver, looking for someone who's going to score a lot this week, pick up Tank Dell from Houston versus the Steelers. Stroud looks legit, but on me now.
Yeah.
And then, Tank Dell just looks legit, and I think he's going to have another big game this week.
I mean, CJ Stroud does look really solid. I wouldn't be shocked.
Let me check.
But I mean, they have a lot of guys. I mean, like, what is it, Nico Collins,
he's good too. But this dude,
then, I mean, they have
Tank Dell in the last 2 games, 20.2 and 25.5. So going against the Steelers, I think he'll have another big game. So that's my sleepers.
Okay. So I have Jakobi Meyers, who played really good against Pittsburgh. Yep. They're playing the Chargers this week, which, I mean,
hard team to face.
Not really, though, receiving-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, people put up a lot of yards receiving against that Chargers secondary, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, every game they've played so far has had, like, a lot of
They still are just high score. Yeah, I was going to say.
I mean,
probably will be, too.
So then, so that's all I really got to say. I have Zack Moss, who's been playing really well, getting a lot of reps. I don't know if Anthony Richardson's going to be back, but even in week 2, when he played with him, he still had really good numbers, a lot of reps. And they're playing the Rams this week, which, I mean, I don't know.
Could be harder.
I mean, Joe Mixon looked okay this week. And he's also a really good receiving back, so.
Yeah, that's true.
That, like, linebacker core on the Rams look really iffy
they are
this
bad.
week, and that secondary is horrible.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. I had, this one's kind of a random one, Jake Moody from the Niners, a kicker.
Okay.
He puts up really good numbers. I mean, I
feel like if you have a kicker, you're already starting him, but I could agree with that.
Well, I mean, he's only rostered in 50% of leagues, so it's kind of like a waiver pickup. You're not even waivers, to be honest. You can go ahead and get him after waivers go through.
Yeah,
just
probably.
As a pickup. But, I mean, he put up 14 week 1, week 2, and he put up 12 this week.
It is pretty crazy.
I believe he's going to be the top scoring kicker going into this week, but I don't know because a few guys put up like 20 points this week.
Yeah, I think him and Younghoe Koo are the top kickers.
But I mean, if you're looking for like good kicker points, because that's a lot of the things. Like the reason I drafted Kelsey is because I mean, if you don't play in a 2 flex league, you play in a tight end league, then I mean, you're gonna max out on that many points that week.
That is
you want to get into your sets?
Yeah. So I started with Breece Hall, Jets running back versus the Chiefs. A lot of people expect him to have a comeback week, and it's not going to be week 4 against the Chiefs, who are looking to pick it back up. Brian Robinson Jr. versus the Eagles. I just don't imagine. Like I said, it's an NFC East rivalry game. Eagles are probably going to shut down Brian Robinson and the Commanders in general. And then I said Marquise Brown versus the 49ers. Cowboys had a fluke game. I don't think there's any chance Marquise produces against the Niners like he did this week.
That's fair enough.
So, that's what I had.
I have Jerome Ford. I feel like he wasn't getting the touches he got in week 2.
Okay.
And I mean, almost all of his points came off of touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Which that's all
only
he
had
is, though. So
well, the thing is it really? He could do good, but I
Yeah.
mean, if he can routinely get touchdowns, I mean, of course,
yeah,
he's going to be a start. But you can't start players off of just hoping they score a touchdown every week.
yeah.
There's a risk factor in there. That's why I put him. That's it.
Okay.
I had Devon Achane. There's no way he's going to put up 50 points again.
No way.
And I feel like a lot of people are, I got to get him on waivers this week, and that's going to be a bad.
They're just going to pick him up, play him at flex, and he's probably going to get 9 this week.
Max.
Yeah,
not even. I'm going to say he's probably going to get like 5 points.
Who are they playing?
The Bills.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
I don't think he's going to do anything.
Like Raheem is the clear cut. I think he could end up as a top NFL running back this year. He's crazy.
And he didn't really. They didn't even really
Madden
start getting him reps until the end of the second quarter when they were up.
Exactly.
When they were up 30 already. Well, they were up 28.
Yeah.
When he started scoring. So I mean.
By the way, use Mostert not only in your fantasy league but on Madden too.
He is very fast. I mean, I used to.
Dude,
I hate the Niners, insane. But when he was on the Niners,
he's always been crazy.
Use him.
Yeah.
Him and Ayuk too.
Yeah, for sure.
When he was still underrated, which I mean, he's going to be underrated again because he's injured.
Yeah.
And did horrible week 2.
That's true.
After you scammed me.
Yep.
And then I had Adam Thielen because I mean,
he had a crazy game. He had 35. Yeah. So I agree with that.
I think a lot of people. I'm probably going to go after him in waivers. To be honest, I think he's going to be a good piece, but. I liked him going into the draft, and I didn't take him, and then I did.
Yeah, I saw.
Go ahead. And
I remember that you were talking about that.
But I think he's the clear-cut best receiver on that roster, and I mean Bryce Young, accuracy-wise, is great, but I mean he's iffy
to me.
He doesn't throw a lot.
No,
I mean not like C.J. Stroud, who's doing 50 passes a game.
Yeah, no one should be doing that though.
Yeah,
really.